Good morning everybody, welcome into Spirit of Life Alchemy. Today is Thursday the 25th of May 2023 and this is your morning message tarot reading. So we have some astrology for today. We have the moon in Leo all day and he's going to form a square to Mercury, continuing in his extended journey in Taurus. And then we have Venus forming a square to Chiron. So beware of wanting to make all the conversations about you. Heart healing could be challenging because it's a square between Chiron and Venus. But just to let you know that tomorrow Venus will form a sextile with Uranus in Taurus. So even though you might be stuck and there might be challenges and conflict today, trust that tomorrow the breakthrough's most likely to come with that supportive sextile and to Uranus. So, you know, out of the chaos and the shocks and the surprises, the breakdown comes breakthrough, comes liberation, comes radical new solutions, new ideas. So it's also fun and exciting. That's your astrology for today. Let's do some cards and see what we want to use. Okay, so we're going to use the Thoth deck and let's use the Gaia deck as well. Let's see, what do we need to know? So what do we need to know for Thursday the 25th of May 2023? Messages from Spirit please for the collective. What help, advice, support and guidance can Spirit give the collective? Help us navigate today's energies for our highest and greatest good. What do we need to know? One more for the road. So, oh, where are we at the bottom? We've got perception. Okay, beyond the veil of illusion. Nice card to get. And then we've got the flame tree, the start of something new. Okay, nice fiery energy there. And then peace. Dissolving unwanted or disturbing thoughts. Wow, that's always going to be helpful, isn't it? I'm liking we've got the throat and the third eye here lit up. I'm liking that with the butterfly below. With the flame tree we've got the fire and we've got the sun. Lots of fire energy, lots of Leo energy. And then here in the peace card, we've got those same lights reflected here. So it's, and the colours, we've got the orange, the yellow and the orange also going in with the flame tree here. So what I'm seeing is our insight and tuning in to messages coming down ignites our creativity and our fire and passions and breaking through that stuckness, the illusions that tell us we aren't good enough, that sort of can't see our way forward, breaking through that to something new and creative that fires us up, but also sort of brings us peace and helps us to dissolve those old patterns, those old illusions, to bring us to a place of peace. Let's do some tarot and see what is coming through for that. So what do we need to know for today? Thursday the 25th of May 2023. Messages from Spirit please for the collective. What help, advice, support and guidance can Spirit give the collective? help us navigate today's energies for our highest and greatest good. What do we need to know? We've just got this most amazing weather at the moment here in the UK. It's just beautiful, sunny, warm weather. I'm just loving just being barefooted. Barefooted and in flim-flammery clothes at the moment. It's great. Finally, it feels like it's been a long time coming. Just, yeah, listen to the birds, all the windows in the flat open. It's heavenly, it's bliss. Anyway, back to the reading. So where we find ourselves, we've got the Four of Pentacles here, Four of Discs, the Sun in Capricorn, power. Going into the past, we've got the Six of Cups, which is the Sun in Scorpio, pleasure. Below us, we've got the Empress. Above us, we've got the Sun. Oh, nice energies. Yep, I'm seeing the link with the cards coming out. And then we're going into the Ten of Cups, which is something in Pisces. I have to put my glasses on a minute to see. Mars in Pisces, okay. And then we've got the Moon, the clarifiers, the Moon, the Aeon, and the Three of Swords, sorrow. Three of Swords is Saturn in Libra. Okay, and then at the net underneath, we've got the Ten of Wands, the Saturn in Sagittarius, oppression, the Princess of Swords, and the Four of Swords, which is Jupiter in Libra. And then we've got the Magician, and then we've got the Ace of Wands. We'll take all of those. Okay, so where we find ourselves, the Four of Discs, I'm getting a sense of we might have blocked ourselves in. We might have built up our defences against vulnerability so big that we've actually been stuck. We've actually become stuck. We've actually trapped ourselves in this very strong structure. There's no movement. It's very sort of rigid. Okay. And if you look sort of within, we've got this space within, and then we've got the moat. So we are cut off from our emotions. We've got those boxed off as well. And cross over from the outside without touching the emotions. We don't want to look down there. Okay. Which is interesting because now we've got, going into the past, we've got a Scorpio card. Okay, so yeah, I've got this sense of we've put ourselves into a box. Okay, or the box, we've always been in the box without realising, and we use it for safety, we use it for security, so we don't have to feel vulnerable. Our defences are up, and nothing and no one can break through. Okay, and going into the past, we've got this Sun in Scorpio card, pleasure. So the Six of Cups can be about reminiscing about the past. Oh, wasn't it great in the good old days? That rose tinted glasses, looking back of, how much easier, how much better were things then. But then we've also got this idea of pleasure, and Scorpio likes pleasure. Scorpio probably likes pleasure a bit too much, a bit too dark. Doesn't know when to say no. Okay, and Yeah, with the card being the sun in Scorpio, I'm also getting the idea of building our identity around pleasure. You know, we want it to be fabulous. We don't want to go anywhere near those emotions in the moat. Okay, but that this time is going away now. It's going into the past. It's a bye. It's time to see beyond the veil of illusion. It's no, I'm fine up here. It's all okay. Yeah, with getting to see beyond that now. Maybe the walls of the fort are coming down. Okay, it's starting to crumble. Maybe our values are changing. Um, it's interesting that both of them are the sun. Okay, and we've got the sun up above here. Okay. So yeah, maybe we've built up our core identity, but now we're growing. It's become restrictive, and we're growing out of it. We're wanting to. That illusion of safety is now crushingly oppressive. Okay, now's the time to break it down. Okay, and we need to do that so that we can release our creativity. Okay, we've got our creativity. Yeah. Come back to who we truly are, the sun card, our joy, our happiness, all our sort of let's say bright emotions, our positive emotions. So as we spark our creativity, as we get into our divine feminine energies, yeah, it's interesting. Yes, the Venus energies, and the Empress in this card is Venus. So yeah, this is our true Venus energy. We shine in our light and our feminine creativity and everything, and we light the world up from there. Okay, this is the flame tree. As we break down the illusions of this, I just want to have fun. I'm not looking, I've built these barriers up, I'm not looking beyond them. As that starts to crumble away, and more of our core identity can be freed and our creativity is free, then we can look and see what is true happiness. Satiety, the Ten of Cups. This is Mars in Pisces. Mars doesn't always sit happy in Pisces. Pisces can be a bit too wishy-washy, a bit too boundaryless and a bit all over the place. But on the plus side, it can be that Mars fire connected to your spirituality. And then you're really on fire, then you're really in co-creation, then, you know, that passion and everything is sparked by Mars getting in contact with his spirituality. Okay, and from that creating new. Okay, I'm going to come back to peace in a moment. Okay, so that's the main part of the story, the clarifiers. We've got the moon, which is about that cyclic journey. The new moon was in Taurus. It is all about, Taurus is all about the five senses and about being in the body and about nature and creativity. And Venus rules Taurus as well. So we've got this energy, this cyclic energy, where we've got this theme for the whole month, this Taurian theme of getting into these Taurian energies, our abundance, our cornucopia of abundance in our lives. And so we're in this journey, and it's opening up new ways of being and new ways of thinking, and bringing down the old structures, everything that sort of was keeping us safe, that was preventing us from exploring further and growing and connecting in this positive energy, the new beginnings and things, the start of something new, something creative and new. Okay, but also as it does that, it brings up our vulnerabilities as well, because we're moving out of our comfort zone. You know, the walls have come down. Did we have the tower? We had the tower coming in yesterday. So yeah, we've got Saturn in Libra here, sorrow. This is all the heart, but it's cracking the heart open. This reading really is this Venus square Chiron. So as we grow, as we break free of the old bonds and expand into new creativity, new beginnings and everything, it also brings up our vulnerabilities. Ooh. And these can be overwhelming. We've got the 10 of Wands here, which is again Saturn, this time in Sagittarius. Saturn's work to do. Doesn't sit very well in Sagittarius, can be very overwhelming. Sagittarius is out there wanting to reach for the stars and everything, and Saturn's going, oh no, there's work to be done, there's things, you can't do that, don't have too much fun. Likewise, Saturn in Libra, it doesn't sit that easily, because Libra wants freedom and wants justice and wants balance and everything. And again, Saturn can just be quite restrictive and oppressive in that. So in our subconscious, with all this going on consciously, in our subconscious, we're feeling quite oppressed by it, weighed down. Unwanted or disturbing thoughts, the illusion of everything. There's a bit of a battle going on between the old and the new paradigm. And then we've got the Princess of Swords, fighting her way through the negative thoughts and things like that, battering them away. That's an illusion, that's not true. And bringing in the light. So we've got all the dark clouds and everything here. She's battling through there. But beyond there, again, we've got these two yellowy golden spheres in the background. So, you know, third eye and throat. Maybe we're speaking up, starting a new, expressing ourselves in a new way, starting a new journey. But anyway, we're cutting through that overwhelm, shattering the glass ceilings, breaking through. And we come to a place of peace. We come to the place of Four of Swords. This is truce. This is Jupiter in Libra. Well, Jupiter is the planet of freedom, of justice, of righting wrongs, and Libra is a sign. So, you know, it's justice coming through, and just being able to, you know, put down the swords, mend the broken heart, do the healing work that needs to be done. Okay, come to the place of peace. Okay, and then we've got the Magician and the Eights of Wands. So in this truce, in this retreat, in this space between, when we might be sitting in our vulnerabilities, sensing all this emotional stuff coming up, but being able to cope with it and sit with it, we realise that sort of we can take our power back. It's interesting that on the turrets in this card, we have the four elements: air, fire, water and earth, holding us sort of in this oppressive structure. Now in the magician, the magician's learned how to work with all those elements. He knows that power's within him. It's interesting that this is called power as well. And in that, the powers were clinging on to control for safety and security. When we get to the magician knows how to use all the elements to manifest from above down to below, and how to use all that power that's been very suppressed and overwhelmed there. Okay, so we're taking back our powers, and that sparks the Ace of Wands, which is the flame tree at the beginning of something new. So that's your reading for today. I feel like it took me bloody ages to get there. Again, I'm going to have to get back into the habit of doing morning readings, because doing afternoon readings when I've been sort of doing doing concentration business work for hours, my mind's a bit all over the place, a bit tired, I'm a bit delirious. The the connection between my intuition and my mouth, my throat, my voice, is a little bit all over the place. So yes, I have to make a point of getting back into morning readings, and then going off and doing all the concentration work and business stuff and the strategy and stuff like that. But anyway, that's a little note to myself. Anyway, that's your reading for today. I hope it resonated for you. If it did, please do like, share and subscribe to the channel. Click on the wiggly bell for notifications when I'm releasing readings. If you'd like a tarot reading from me, then please email me at the email address below this video in the descriptions box. Have a wonderful day, and until next time, thank you for watching.